Greetings, Rigil Agateiades here. Last week we took out the simplest, easiest mobile suit, and today we take the opposite. Not exactly the hardest to use, but the mechanically hardest. Definitely one of the most complicated in terms of buttons. This is the 500 cost general type, the Full Armor Strike Custom. Now, what's so complicated about this suit? Out of every possible weapons, not only do we have 2 main guns and 2 missile pods and Vulcans, but we also have 3 different swords. What's the point of all of that though? As a general type, what we want to do is to be the front line, and for these moments we are glad we have the 2 main guns, a double beam rifle and a shoulder mounted cannon. With a higher ranged attack than melee, that appears to be what you're supposed to do at the start of a fight. But if you only look at this aspect of the suit, it's quite bad. Not like the range attack is very high despite the distribution, not very appreciative of the low durability either. At least both main guns stagger, so we can do something like this. Stun the support type first with the beam rifle and then chain it up with the shoulder cannon. Not a lot of damage, but that keeps him off our team for a while. Turn around to face those behind, melee hits, swap to a second melee weapon, and boom, we go down. Way too fragile to take out the third. Now we can talk about the 3 different melee weapons, all with very different characteristics you have to know before using. Because if you use the wrong one, you're quite screwed. On this mobile suit, you have knuckle daggers as a main, and then 2 melee sub-weapons, a Cold Saber Katana and a linked beam saber. The main weapon, the beam knuckles, are the most normal, you may say, of the 3. The motions are unique, but at least they swipe across the front. Knock downwards though, so don't use the down attack on downed enemies as they won't hit. The second weapon is the Cold Saber Katana. A bit like the Dom's Heat Saber, but you cannot attack consecutively. The third weapon is the linked beam saber. Normal Naginata motion, and you can attack consecutively as usual, unlike the Cold Saber Katana, but it takes a longer time to pull out. As a result, even with 3 melee weapons, since all of them have a lethal flaw in them, you have to pull the right one out at the right time. If I could, I'd trade 2 of those for a normal one. All of that said, we still don't have the opportunity to use the 3 swords. While we do have the weapons to stagger, and the maneuver armor level 1 as well, we don't have the durability nor emergency evasion to charge in directly and make it out alive. And a bigger question: why are there 3 melee weapons on this suit when you have more range attack than melee? That's because of the special system, Demon Blade. Another relative of the exam system. This special system gives buffs for a period of time, but overloads head and legs at the end of the duration. In return, gives a whopping plus 40 melee strength, higher melee priority, and a minute of way higher mobility. While this suit normally does not have emergency evasions, with Demon Blade it gets emergency evasion level 2, forced injectors level 2, 50% reduction in thruster consumption, plus 15 walking speed, plus 20 thruster speed, and plus 40 turn rate. This suit turns from your average ranged general type into a total melee gorilla. Sadly, team play is not our strength, and both our melee attempts ended up interrupted by our teammates. But even that one strike on a general type was quite a hit. Charge straight at the enemy, not the most elaborate plan ever, but he runs away regardless. Wise. Switch target to the enemy below, he has stealth, so it's possibly the raid type Night Seeker, stun him and then a melee attempt, but the knuckles are too short, takes a beam rifle shot and a tackle, just survives, knuckle daggers for 3 hits, swap to the Cold Saber and then Chesto! 10k damage in 1 melee combo with Demon Blade ending just the moment our Cold Saber landed. Second respawn. That one dive on the raid type showed where the strength of this suit is. You start by fighting just like a normal general type, stunning the enemy with the 2 main guns to maintain the front line, but with a press of a button, you become a complete melee gorilla for a minute. The plus 40 melee strength really makes a huge difference in the damage dealt. The 3 melee weapons are hard to swap between though. Personally, I binded the Knuckles as main, Cold Saber as follow-up, and the Linked Sabers as an extra weapon because we don't want to accidentally pull that out in an emergency just to have to wait for a whole second. The Linked Sabers are best used to start melee combos and not the middle of one for that same reason. Oh, someone's downed, charge straight in with the Katana out, but too slow, done. Missed the shoulder cannon shot, and then a Demon Blade. Crap, we overheated the beam rifle so we can't stun here, tackle to attempt a counter and fails, can't get up the ledge anymore so we head down. Whatever the mess is happening down here, stuns the full armor, hit whatever that is, but he goes down before we can melee, evasion backwards and then a melee but no down attack because we pulled out the wrong sword, goes for the next target but he's already more dead than we are, gets hit by Vulcans and barely lives with 54 HP, tries to follow up on our teammate's catch but we swapped into the wrong weapon here. Should have used the beam rifle to continue to stagger, missed the next shot and then swapped into the Knuckles just to realize we can't hit him lying down. That just now was a good demonstration of why this suit is mechanically hard. There are simply too many weapons to cycle through, and the consequence of pulling the wrong one out is way too hard. If we put the Cold Saber out correctly at the end, that would have been 5000 damage, but skill issue. Also, I should mention that when you're not in Demon Blade, the leg missile parts that are almost never used at all has a really high DPS, so those are your best down follow-ups. Last 30 seconds already, so we Demon Blade regardless and dive straight in. Knuckles do a fat chunk, but a teammate takes the kill instead. We also run out of thrusters and gets down. They stop hitting us. Good thing even though we're not tough, at least we don't have the typing disadvantage. Catch the full armor whatever with the second rifle shot, then a double hit on the down attack gets us kicked in the face. Hey, we almost got that full armor guy. A match that demonstrated both when we did the right thing and the wrong thing in one go. Normal mode has all the stuns you need with lackluster stats, but with the Demon Blade on is a melee gorilla that hurts like a truck if you swapped into the right weapon. That's it from me today. Good luck practicing the weapon swaps and latest.